that is the committee's worst nightmare. The committee's worst nightmare is for Texas to win out as the Big 12 title winner, and then for Alabama to win out, and Alabama beats Georgia, the two-time defending champ that had won at that point 30 in a row, and they have to decide between the two when Texas has not looked great in the process, whereas Alabama's gotten better and better and better and better. Because the committee has always said, well, the four best teams. And if you don't think Texas is better than Alabama based on the eye test, then that's playing into what the committee's long preached. But what the committee would also be doing if they put Alabama ahead of Texas is telling everybody that watches college football and consumes college football that the regular season doesn't matter. And the committee can never do that. It can't. And it would be totally backwards if you were to completely ignore a result that was actually played out on the field. You can't do it. It can't be done. Now, if Texas loses another one, then Bama will go right by them. But if Texas holds serve, then it'd be impossible for me to envision a scenario where Bama would jump them. I also, at the same time, look at it like this. The committee is made up of mostly athletic directors. And everybody has been saying for a while now, you need to strengthen your out of conference. You need to strengthen your out of conference. Your conference schedule is what it is, but you need to play a big time opponent in the non-conference in order to strengthen your resume. Well, Bama did that. Texas did that. And Bama, because they lost to Texas in a non-conference game, is going to be left out potentially. Whereas other teams that have played non-conference opponents, a la Georgia, who don't play anybody in the non-conference this year. Michigan didn't play anybody in the non-conference. And then Oregon did challenge themselves in the non-conference. It wasn't their fault that Texas Tech didn't materialize, but not to the same extent as what you've seen from Alabama and Texas. So it would send a message that, hey, don't strengthen your out-of-conference schedule because it could ultimately come back to get you. But we're moving into a new 12-team playoff era where those losses could be forgiven and in many ways might actually benefit you down the road. So obviously this is the last year of the 4 teams, so it's going to be very different moving forward. But I think it would send a really bad message if they, 1, ignored a regular season result, and 2, also at the same time penalized a team like Alabama for scheduling a difficult out of conference.